Hello everyone. For this assignment, I wanted to share a story that is a little bit embarrassing, but also really important to me. It is the story of how I finally learned to ride a bicycle. Now, most people learn this skill when they were very young, maybe 5 or 6 years old, but I was a little bit different. I was already 10 years old and I still had no idea how to balance on two wheels. At that time, I was the kind of kid who preferred staying indoors. I loved playing my PlayStation. I spent hours playing exciting games inside my cool room. I told myself, I don't need to go outside. It's too hot. But deep down, I felt a little left out. Every afternoon, I saw the other kids in my neighborhood racing their bikes. They looked so free. They went to the mini market. They, ex- they explored our streets, and I just sat on my porch and watched them. That all changed because of my friend. Let's call him Rio. Rio was the complete opposite of me. He couldn't sit still. He was always outside, playing football, climbing trees, or riding his bike. One Sunday afternoon, Rio came over to my house. He was wearing his favorite cap backwards. He leaned his bicycle against my fan and said, Bro, this ends day. Get your shoes on, we are going to practice. I tried to make excuse. I said, Rio, I'm tired. Then I said, Rio, it looks like it might rain. But Rio didn't listen at all. He dragged me out of my house. He brought me to the empty field behind our housing complex. The grass was a bit soft and the ground was uneven dirt. I remember feeling really nervous. My palms were sweating. I looked at his bike. It was a silver BMX. It looks heavy. I thought I am definitely going to break a bone today. We started the lesson. Rio held the bike steady while I climbed on. The side felt too high. My feet barely touched the ground. Rio said, Okay, the secret is speed. If you go too slow, you fall. You have to pedal fast. I nodded, but I didn't really trust him. I started to pedal. Wobble, wobble, wobble. I put my foot down immediately. Rio said, Don't put your foot down. Trust me. He tried again and again and again. For the first 20 minutes, it was a disaster. It was swerving all over the places. I almost hit a tree. I almost ran into a ditch. I was getting frustrated. The sun was getting hotter. I wanted to quit. I told Rio, let's just play video games. But Rio was a good friend. He refused to let me quit. He wiped the sweat from his forehead and said, One more try. I'll run behind you and hold the seat the whole time. I promise. So I took a deep breath. I gripped the handlebars tightly. I started pedaling. Rio was running behind me, panting. I could hear his footsteps crunching on the dirt. I felt steadier this time. The bike was moving in a straight line. I felt a weight on my face. It was actually working. I started back to him. Rio, is it alright? Are you holding it? He started back. Yeah, you're doing great. But his voice sounded far away. I turned my head to look back. That was my big mistake. Rio was not holding the seat. He was standing 30 meters behind me, waving his hand. He had let go a long time ago. When I saw him back there, my brain panicked. I forgot everything. My hands jerked the wheel to the left. The bike hit a patch of sand. The wheel slipped. Bam! I flew up the bike and landed flat on my stomach in the grass. I groaned in pain. I thought for sure I was injured. But then I heard louder. Rio was laughing so hard he was crying. I sat up. I saw that I was covered in dirt and dry grass. I looked ridiculous. Slowly, I started laughing too. It was such a funny moment between friends. Rio ran over and helped me up. He said, Hey, did you see that? You rode by yourself for 30 meters before you looked back. He was right. I had done it. The only reason I fell was because I doubted myself. We practiced for another hour until the sun went down. By the time I went home, I could ride in circles. That day taught me that sometimes you need a friend to push you, and sometimes you are capable of more than you think. We just need to stop looking back and look forward. Thank you guys.